أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا مولانا رسول الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين وبعد as you noticed was reciting Surah Nuh in the prayer, and inshallah ta'ala starting from tonight we'll have our first halaqah, tajweed halaqah on Surah Nuh inshallah. The first lesson that we have tonight in Surah Nuh is going to be like an introduction about the surah, brief introduction about the surah, and then the da'wah of Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam, what are the principles of his da'wah to his people, and what are the fruits of his da'wah that he told his people about. This is our halaqah inshallah, briefly. Surah Nuh is surah number 71 in the order of the Mus'haf. Alhamdulillah, we're done with Surah Al-Ma'arij. This is a new beginning, new surah, so we should also have a new intention inshallah ta'ala. New surah, new beginning, new intention inshallah. May Allah accept from everybody. Allahumma ameen. Surah Nuh, as you know, surah of the Quran, they wasn't revealed all of them at the same time. Some of them are early revelation, some others are later revelation. Surah Nuh is from the early revelation. It was revealed before the migration of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Mecca to Medina, and that's what we call Makki surahs. The difference between the Makki surahs and the Madani surahs, how to differentiate, you have to go to the books of tafsir and to read. They will tell you this is Makki and this Madani, but if you don't have any resources, you can feel it. If the surah addresses the issues of Aqidah, the principles of Iman and Tawheed and the unseen, anything that relates to Aqidah, it means this surah is Makkiyah, early Quran, because people were non-Muslims. And then when the Prophet migrated to Al-Madinah, they now need some details. So the surahs that speaks about fiqh issues, jurisprudence, Islamic law, and the details of talaq, divorce and marriage and inheritance and these issues are Madani surahs, later Quran. That's how to differentiate. If you don't have resources, you can just feel it. You can just feel it like this. This surah is called Nuh. It's named after the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, but it doesn't mention the whole story of Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam. The story of Sayyidina Nuh is mentioned in Surah Hud. Prophet Hud alayhi salam is mentioned also in Surah Al-Mu'minun, the believers in Surah Al-A'raf. In some other places in the Quran, you will find parts of Surah Nuh. Even the most famous scenes in the story of Nuh alayhi salam, like the scene of the ship, is not mentioned in Surah Nuh. The scene of his son when he was drowned because he was a disbeliever, it is not mentioned in Surah Nuh. Surah Nuh here addresses mainly the da'wah of Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam, that he came with to his people, what are the principles, how they responded to him. This is Surah Nuh. And as some of you know, that Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam, he lived 1,050 years and he stayed with his people for 950 years. And then after all of that time, he invited them with all means of da'wah that were available at his time. قال رب إني دعوت قومي ليلا ونهارا, night and day. He didn't say day and night. He said night and day. Because you might think, you know what, he will make da'wah in the morning and at night he will be sleeping. No, he started with laylan. He didn't say naharan and laylan. He said layla wa naharan. To let us make sure that at night people are sleeping, only some teenagers are awake, they're busy with some stuff that they're doing, but Sayyidina Hassan was awake. He started by night to tell us that he was awake at night, he never slept. Layla wa nahar, always making da'wah. فَلَمْ يَزِلُمْ دُعَاء إِلَّا فِرَارًا. And the more I make da'wah, the more they flee away from me. Subhanallah, يعني, it's supposed to be the opposite. When I make a lot of da'wah, people start to be convinced of who I am, Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam. But actually it's all the opposite. The more he makes da'wah, firaran, they Flee from him. Go away from him. And he says, their reaction, كُلَّمَا دَعَوْتُهُمْ لِتَغْفَرَ لَهُمْ جَعَلُوا أَصَابِعَهُمْ فِي آذَانِهِمْ. Whenever I make da'wah, they put their fingers in their ears. They don't want to listen. And then, وَاسْتَغْشَوْا ثِيَابَهُمْ. They cover themselves with their cloaks, with their thobes. They don't want even to see me. They look at the other side. وَاسْتَغْشَوْا ثِيَابَهُمْ. So they don't want to hear you, we don't want to see you. وَأَصَرُّوا. They were very stubborn, insisted in their situation. وَأَصَرُّوا وَاسْتَكْبَرُوا اسْتِكْبَارًا. And they were arrogant. And then he didn't stop da'wah. He says, ثُمَّ إِنِّي دَعَوْتُهُمْ جِهَارًا. Again. ثُمَّ إِنِّي أَعْلَنْتُ لَهُمْ وَأَسْرَرْتُ لَهُمْ إِسْرَارًا. He didn't say أَسْرَرْتُ لَهُمْ سِرًّا. لازم المتعدي. It means I invited them in public and in private إِسْرَارًا. He didn't say I give them a secret. He said, you know what, even if you convert to Islam and you become a believer, it's just going to be a secret between you and Allah. I'm not going to tell people. It's إِسْرَارًا. It's not sirran, not a secret. It's إِسْرَارًا. Everything is hidden. You don't have to worry. And then they refused his da'wah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us about what will happen with him in the day of Qiyamah. In Sahih Bukhari, Nabi Aslam says, يُدْعَى نُوحٌ وَقَوْمٌ. Allah will call Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam and his people. We'll ask Nuh alayhi salam, did you convey the message to your people? He will say, yes, Ya Rabb, I did. Allah will ask his people, did Nuh come to you? Did he convey the message? They will say, no, he didn't come to us. مَا جَأَنَا مِن نَذِيرٍ وَمَا جَأَنَا مِنْ أَحَدٍ. مَا جَأَنَا مِن نَذِيرٍ. Even the word nadir that they used to the day of Qiyamah is used in this surah. قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ إِنِّي لَكُمْ نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ. They say, there's no warner came to us. They're actually denying something that we are reciting now. There's no warner that came to us, and nobody came to us. I haven't received any messengers. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell Nuh, Ya Nuh, man yashhadu laka? Okay, just bring somebody with you to support you. Do you have any witnesses? Sayyidina Nuh was saying, Muhammadun wa ummatuh. Muhammad and his ummah. Because we recited this in the Quran, we just recited this in Isha. We have kids here memorize Surah Nuh. The day of Qiyamah, they will witness against those people. We will come, inshallah. Allah will ask us. We will say, Ya Rabbi, Ya Muhammad sallallahu Rasulullah Muhammad, Sayyidina Muhammad told us, and you told us in the Quran. And then the ayah, Nabi recited this ayah. لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. The day of Qiyamah, you will be witnesses against or to people. Depends. They are good or bad. And then Muhammad will come up to be a witness for you or against you. Depends. If you were good people or bad people. Right? So nothing is hidden in the day of Qiyamah. And that's why Sayyidina Nuh, after some time, he made sure that they're not going to accept his da'wah. He made da'wah against his own people. Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam. He made da'wah against his own people. They're not going to accept anybody, and they're going to change the surface of the whole world. They're going to mislead people. Listen what he says. رَبِّ لَا تَذَرْ عَلَى الْأَرْضِ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ دَيَّارًا. Say, Ya Rabb, destroy all of them. Take all of them. Don't leave any disbeliever. Because of what? Not because they denied his message. Not because they used to insult him. Not because the kids used to harm him. Not because of him. He mentioned the reasons. He says, إِنَّكَ إِن تَذَرْهُمْ يُضِلُّ عِبَادَكَ. They will mislead your servants. That's the problem. If he is a disbeliever, it's up to him. Okay, we don't care. Let us make da'wah. He will not let us make da'wah. The problem is he will affect others. He will mislead others. يُضِلُّ عِبَادَكَ وَلَا يَلِدُ إِلَّا فَاجِرًا كَفَّارًا. They will start producing children and raising children, fajiran, kaffara, wicked and disbelievers. Okay. So the story of Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam is mentioned in Surah Al-A'raf, Yunus, Hud, Al-Shu'ara and Al-Ankabut. And Sayyidina Nuh himself is mentioned in the Quran 43 marra. He is mentioned 43 times. Prophet or Messenger Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam. طيب. We said that we have what are the principles of his da'wah and what are the fruits. Just inshallah quickly. Allah says, إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ. And look at this and focus, please. We have sent Nuh to his people. His people were believers or disbelievers? No, when he came to them, they were all disbelievers. When he came to them, they were all disbelievers. However, regardless of their faith, regardless of their attitude towards him, Allah says, we have sent Nuh to his people, to his qawm. And the word qawm in Arabic language means one of two things. Your relatives that have the same grandfather, same last name, it's your qawm. Or the people that you live with. Now we are qawm, because we live together in Rajayna. We're from different countries, but we're Muslims, live here, we're from different countries. We're qawm, right? And also the non-Muslims who live in Rajayna next to us are our qawm. So if you look at the Quran, there is not any hatred in our hearts, Muslimin, against others. We feel that the people who live with us in the same area are qawm. And that's why Allah said, we have sent Nuh to his people, to his qawm. They are kuffar. Yeah, but he lives with them. They know him very well. They have dealt with him. They have business together. They work together. They see each other every morning. They can't be enemies in humanity. But they have different faiths, of course. Okay, this is the point that I wanted to mention here. And then, أَنْ أَنذِرْ قَوْمَكَ مِنْ قَبْلِ يَا نُوحْ, go and warn your people before the painful punishment comes to them. Okay, then he told them the principles. 3 principles, briefly and clearly. قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ إِنِّي لَكُمْ نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ. He said, my people. Again, when he called them, he didn't say people, he said, my people. You're actually my people. I care about you and you know me. يَا قَوْمِ إِنِّي لَكُمْ نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ. I am to you a clear warner. I'm not asking you for any reward. I'm not asking for anything. Just my reward is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm just a warner and you know me. And then he says the 3 principles. أَنْ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاتَّقُوهُ وَأَطِيعُونَ. 2 are for Allah and 1 is for me. Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam. وَاعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ, worship Allah. اتَّقُوهُ, fear him and obey me. Because if they obey the messenger, it's actually obedience towards whom? Allah himself. Allah says, مَنْ يُطِعَ الرَّسُولِ فَقَدْ أَطَاعَ اللَّهِ. And that's why he started by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but he is telling them, I am your way to Allah. So obey Allah, fear him. If you want to reach him, it's through me. وَأَطِيعُونَ. 3 words. These are the 3 principles. أَنْ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاتَّقُوا وَأَطِيعُونَ. What are the 2 gains? The 2 fruits that he mentioned, which is the 4th and the last ayah that we're going to recite inshallah tonight. قال يغفر لكم من ذنوبكم ويؤخركم إلى أجل مسمى. Number 1 is some benefits that you will gain in the hereafter. And number 2 is some benefits that you will gain in this world. So Islam doesn't only care about the hereafter and the unseen world. Islam also cares about this world. And that's what we're supposed to do when we make da'wah. We tell people about the akhirah and the dunya. This world covers all aspects of life and the hereafter. Al-Jazaa al-Ukhrawi, as for the benefits in the hereafter, يَغْفِرْ لَكُم مِّن ذُنُوبِكُم. He will forgive you مِّن ذُنُوبِكُم. He didn't say he will forgive your sins. He says he will forgive some of your sins. Because the records with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, are 3. One of them, Allah has to deal with it. And one of them is not forgiven. And one of them, Allah doesn't care about it. Or He cares less about it. He doesn't care much about it. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أما الذي لا يغفره الله فالشرك. The record that Allah does not forgive is shirk. Number 2, وَأَمَّا الَّذِي لَا يَدَعُهُ اللَّهُ وَأَمَّا الَّذِي يَغْفِرُهُ اللَّهُ أَوْ لَا يَعْبَأُ بِهِ اللَّهُ. As for the one that Allah doesn't care about, is when you wrong yourself, when you commit a sin between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. You didn't harm others, you just harmed yourself. Allah doesn't care about this. It means He cares less. He will forgive you, inshallah. It's easy. But as for the third one that is not forgiven, Allah will not let it go. He has to deal with it and take the rights from here and put it there, is what happens between people. مَا بَيْنَ الْعِبَادِ, as He said, what takes place between people when we wrong each other. Okay, so He says, يَغْفِرْ لَكُم مِّن ذُنُوبِكُم. He will forgive some of your sins. The scholars of tafsir say, He will forgive whatever you did in private, when you harm yourself, but He will not forgive when you harm or wrong others. That's a very important principle also, right? This is as for the benefit in the hereafter. The benefit in this world, وَيُؤَخِّرُكُمْ إِلَى أَجَلٍ مُسَمَّى. And then He will prolong your life for you if you repent to Him and obey Him and fear Him and listen to me. These are the three principles and the two benefits. Benefit in the akhirah, forgiveness in the dunya, prolonging their lives. He will give them barakah. Okay, inshallah, as for the rest of this ayah and as for the next ayat, we'll discuss them inshallah next Saturday. We have to go to our reciting part. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.